In November 2024, in the middle of the night, a Ring camera captured something that left a homeowner deeply unsettled. The house was in a remote location, surrounded by dense forest and situated on a fenced hill that should have been impossible to access. Yet, at some point during the night, the motion detector was triggered, and the camera began recording. The footage shows a young girl walking across the front porch. She's alone, her movements slow and strange, as if she's wandering aimlessly. She doesn't knock on the door or make any attempt to communicate. Instead, she walks back and forth in an odd pattern, completely silent, never looking directly at the camera. After a few moments, she drifts out of view, vanishing into the darkness without a trace. The homeowner discovered the footage the next morning and was left with more questions than answers. With no nearby neighbors and no sign of how someone could have climbed the fenced hill, the presence of the girl is as baffling as it is unsettling. Who was she? How did she get there? And what was she doing on the property in the middle of the night? To this day, the mystery remains unsolved. In November 2019, a home security camera in Harriet Creek Ranch, Texas, captured a moment that left viewers deeply unsettled. The footage begins with a little girl approaching the front door of a house. She looks over her shoulder repeatedly, her body language tense and uneasy. As she gets closer to the camera, her voice becomes audible.
Help, please!
She's begging for help. The girl's words are frantic, but her tone is quiet, almost as if she's afraid of being overheard. She glances behind her several times, as though she's being watched or followed. Some viewers have speculated that someone might be hiding nearby, using the girl to lure the homeowner outside. The homeowner, understandably alarmed, did not open the door. Despite the chilling nature of the footage, no further information about the girl or her circumstances has ever been uncovered. In late 2023, a Ring doorbell camera captured footage that quickly went viral for its deeply unsettling nature. The video begins with a man approaching the front door of a house in Las Vegas. He knocks repeatedly, his tone calm but unnerving, as he says several times, "I just have a couple of questions for you. Are you sure?"
I just rang your doorbell because I have a couple questions for you. Are you sure? Are you positive? I just have a couple questions for you. Are you sure?
This continues for several minutes, with the man showing no signs of leaving. Eventually, a man inside the house responds through the Ring camera speaker. What happens next makes the footage even more disturbing.
How are you?
What? Yeah? Are you sure?
Who are you?
Hey, I just had a couple questions. I just wanted to ask you about a TV show. Yeah, can you hear me? What I'm looking for is for the girl that's in the house to come out here because I'm going to rape her and kill her. Can you have her open the door? I'm going to rape and kill the girl that's on the other side of this door when she lets me in. I want to rape her and kill her because I have a knife and a gun. Yeah, and I'm going to knock on her door again. All right.
The man at the door, without hesitation, states that he plans to attack and kill the woman inside. The footage was shared online by Amanda Nowak, the homeowner, who revealed that she had been hiding inside the house during the entire encounter. The man never saw her and never spoke to her directly, but the tension of those 3 minutes was unbearable. Thankfully, the man was later arrested, but the video remains a chilling reminder of how quickly a situation can turn dangerous, even in the safety of one's own home. In an unsettling clip of unknown origin, a doorbell camera captures a clown approaching a house in the dead of night. Dressed in full costume, the figure walks directly up to the camera, pausing to stare into the lens. After a few seconds, he abruptly turns and walks away, disappearing into the darkness. In the days that followed, reports of similar sightings began to surface from nearby residents. Several people claimed to have seen the same clown wandering through their neighborhoods, but no one could determine who he was or why he was there. Then, just as suddenly as he appeared, the sightings stopped. The clown was never seen again, leaving behind only this eerie footage and a lingering sense of unease. In February 2025, a Ring camera in a quiet residential neighborhood picked up something unusual in the middle of the night. The homeowner discovered the footage the next morning, and what they heard left them deeply unsettled. The recording begins normally, showing the empty porch outside the house. Then, faintly at first, a voice begins to speak. It's in Spanish, and it sounds as though it's coming from the camera itself. The voice is calm but eerie, and it says something the homeowner roughly translates to, "To come, to go." The phrase is cryptic, but what's even stranger is that there was no one outside at the time. Despite sharing the footage online, the incident remains unexplained. In 2019, a Ring camera recorded an eerie and unsettling event. The footage begins with a young woman walking up to her front door during the day. Everything seems normal at first, but as she reaches for the handle, she abruptly stops. Her body language changes. She becomes tense, turning her head slightly as though listening for something. Faintly, in the background, a voice can be heard. It's quiet, but clear enough to make out a desperate plea for help. The woman immediately steps inside, locking the door behind her. Visibly shaken, she contacts the police and shares the footage with them. The officers arrive shortly after, reviewing the clip and searching the area. However, despite their investigation, no signs of anyone in need of help, or anyone at all, were found. The voice remains unexplained. Neither the woman nor the authorities could determine where it came from or who it belonged to. This brief yet haunting moment left the homeowner deeply unsettled, and the footage continues to unnerve anyone who watches it.